Starting the recording. Hi. Could you introduce yourself? And then could you explain better what your profession is? Nice to meet you. My name is Ilia Stambler. I'm a researcher at the Department of Science, Technology, Society of Bar-Ilan University in Israel. My PhD topic was on the history of life extension research in the 20th century. And I'm also an activist in the life extension movement. So I try to combine scientific pursuit with public pursuit, because those things to come together. What do you think that the longevity activism will increase the chances to improve the human condition? I think that activism generally has a great potential to improve human condition because inactivity is simply dangerous. When people see that something is wrong, they have to do something against it. They have to become activists. And we see that people die from aging, that human lifespan is rather short. We have to become activists, we have to fight for it. How? When a person decides to become an activist, he searches for ways. He can research, he can support, he can lobby, all these different things a person can be involved, but first of all one has to become an activist in order to influence the situation. What results, Mr. Stambler, we achieved so far thanks to your commitment and thanks to the commitment of the people you influenced? As longevity activists, our main successes were here in our country, in Israel. First of all, we started small. We started at meetings of about 5 people, and nobody really wanted to pay any attention to the topic of life extension. Then we started to expand slowly but surely. We opened some internet presence, some blogs. People started to find us. Our meetings expanded. Then the journalists found us. Then the topic became more or less mainstream. Then we organized some larger conferences. Then there was some interest from the government, and thankfully recent achievement was the establishment of the program within the Israeli Ministry of Science and Technology entitled Innovation and Technology for the Elderly, and there was a large part that we played in advocacy for it. So that was our main achievement here, and I hope similar achievements can be done in other countries. And internationally, an important achievement was that we helped to organize the so-called Longevity Day on October 1st in 2013, and this year in 2014. The world celebrates the International Day of Older People. So longevity activists proposed to celebrate on this day the so-called International Longevity Day. That is, instead of just celebrating people getting old, we celebrate people living longer. So this is a slight difference in perspective. And during this day, there were events in about 30 countries, ranging from small meetings of friends and up to large national conferences. And I'm very proud to be actively involved in those promotions, and I hope we continue this tradition, because this was really a proof of principle. It showed that people around the world can organize for a common cause and can influence even in a small measure, influence the environment to raise the topic of life extension, of longevity, to the public agenda. In your opinion, what will be the human condition after 50 years, beginning from now? First of all, I think the greatest achievement for us, if we live those 50 years, I'm now over 40, so if I live another 50 years in good health, I think it will be an excellent achievement, and I wish the same to everybody, to live to at least to 90 or 100 years, or maybe more. And I do believe there are good chances that during those 50 years there will emerge the technologies, the possibilities for people to arrive at a very long life in good health. The promise from emerging technologies. But of course a lot is in our hands, and if we don't let it slide, if we continue our advocacy, continue our research, we can be sure that in those 50 years those achievements materialize. If not, there may be a chance that they don't. What would you suggest to do to our viewers that want to do something to achieve as soon as possible immortality, or at least a very long life? First of all, achieving immortality is logically impossible. One cannot say I achieved immortality, one cannot say I counted to infinity, right? It's logical impossibility. What we can do is we can strive to live as long as possible and extend our lifespan, hopefully extend our healthy lifespan. And to achieve that, there are many ways. First of all, the idea of becoming a long-lived person, the idea of achieving longevity should become the common idea. It should become the common goal that will unify people. And the way people can pursue this goal can vary. But first of all, the common goal has to be set. And when this goal is set, people will think themselves how they want to achieve it. One person may want to study the topic, to become a researcher, to advance a particular field of longevity science. Another person may want to organize into groups, into lobbying groups, into public advocacy groups, to form a kind of backup, a kind of support group for science, because science does not exist as part of society, and it needs social support to thrive. So that is also a very important role, the role of social activist for longevity research. And then there is also the possibility of contributing to research in contributing funds, contributing efforts. And finally, but also very importantly, one just has to be healthy and try to extend his life and the life of his near and dear ones, because by extending our life and the life of our dearest ones, we also help the cause, because when we set this goal of extending longevity, first of all, we do the things that are immediately in our power, and we lead a healthy lifestyle, and then we increase our chances for us and the others to extend the time until the emergence of more radical life extending technologies. And this way we combine both practical benefits and more futuristic long-term vision. So I hope this interview was a contribution to this goal setting, was a contribution to the cause of promoting longevity in the public, in this academic community, and I wish everybody long life. Thank you.